Blessings to the bear, says Stace.
Hello.
Hello.
Bears out there.
Yes. And
Just bears. I got a
bears.
question.
Yes.
Do bears shit in the woods?
Welcome to my life and my love. I was actually just thinking brown bear, brown bear.
Brown bears.
What do you see? You should say, I see my boo-boo looking
boo-boo
at me.
bear.
Yes.
Boo-boo bear.
Yeah.
I'm
so,
doo-doo bear.
Yeah, he's my doo-doo bear. You know what? Maybe for the bears out there, they might be like, you know what? I see a white woman looking at me. What's this all about? Why is some chick showing up here and reading for me? So we are doing the Indigenous reads this week, and one of the things I was telling Stace before we sat down is that I hear his cheeky guy telling me to say, well, he's actually singing. Is there a Bob Seger fan out there? Because what he's singing for me over and over again is Against the Wind. And then he's saying, Evie, why are you still running against the wind? All right, some chick named Evie running against the wind. Against the wind. She's still running against the wind. Evie, you're older now, but you're still running against the wind. All right. So, without further ado, baby, do you want to
yes.
figure out who the bears are out there?
Yeah.
It sounds like we've got an older brown bear out there. Yeah. So, let's find out what's going on with the bears. The bears.
The bears.
The bears.
The bears.
Aren't you a Bears fan? Like the Bears.
The bear.
The
Or
bears.
I'm a fan of Yogi the bear.
You know what?
I need a piece of this basket.
You need to pick it. You know what? And I'm gonna say something about him. You know, his astrological sign is that of a Taurus, and he sure does like them picnic baskets. But with me being in your energy these days, I feel like I be, you know, who is it, Boo Boo that runs up behind him, and
yeah,
they'd be Boo Booing right behind him for that picnic basket.
Give me some of that.
Yes. All right, what do we got there, babe?
We got.
Oh, what, did you pull this in the upright or upside down?
I pulled it this way.
This way? Oh, okay. So we had the Ten of Cups in the upright. This is going to, you know, obviously connection with family, happiness, joy. All right. So let's see what we can't do. Find out about your Ten of Cups for you bears out there. Yes. We've got an Emperor.
Ooh.
Woo! All right. We got an Emperor. What of them? Oh, holding on to something. We've got an Emperor. That tells me somebody that's empathic, probably connected to these tribes, is holding on to something that they maybe shouldn't be. Let's find out why. Why are you doing that, Emperor? Because they don't see something. There's something that this Emperor doesn't see. Maybe they should be letting go of something.
Yeah, something. That's not good.
Yeah, well, they don't see the sun. Happiness, joy. You know, I don't know if the sun means the same to your people that it does like when I'm doing a regular tarot reader. Typically a tarot reader will tell you, look, the sun is the easiest thing in the world to access. All you have to do is step outside your door and there it is. So meditation. So maybe they're not looking at the sun. I'm feeling like we're definitely going to have to get some more clarifiers here. A Knave of Swords. So that's something new. Maybe you're not wanting to try anything new. Maybe that's why you're holding on to something old. The Six of Cups. This is a soulmate. They've got a younger soulmate. Whoever this Emperor is, and the Bears has a little bit of a younger soulmate. And there's something that they're not seeing here. So this is an interesting one.
Whoa.
Okay,
Whoa.
yeah, that one flew. Oh, and it's in the upside down. This is the Eight of Pentacles following the Six. Okay, somebody is putting a soulmate into an upside down position, taking them out of their cups energy.
Right.
An Emperor.
Wow.
Okay. So are you sure you didn't pull the Ten of Cups? Yeah. Yeah, he should have. I've got my spirit light yelling at me. This should have been pulled in the upside down. Stace did it this way. However, when he handed it to me, it looked like he was handing it to me in the upside down, but then corrected it. So this actually legitimately should have gone into the upside down. We have an Emperor here who is in process of removing a soulmate, or is going to be. The Two of Swords exists between these two people. So we have an Emperor who's holding on to something because he or she does not see something, is essentially this storyline here, and they're putting a Six of Cups into the upside down. So, where to begin the clarification on this one? I think I want to find out why. Well, you're putting this Six of Cups soulmate out. What it is you don't see. So that kind of tells me, this is where I'm going back and forth, babe, here. I'm going to pull down the Two of Swords, the Six of Cups, and then your soulmate. It's actually the Two of Swords. Yes, so I'm going to figure out why you're putting your soulmate into reverse, why they're no longer in your cups, why they are no longer showing up as part of that Ten of Cups for you, if that makes sense. All right, yep, look at them in spirit light. Yes, please. Okay. Oh, so true. Mm-hmm. So Stace is screening in the middle of all of this, and he's being told to say to somebody out here that it's important for you to make amends to the ones who have tried to destroy you. That Spirit finds that to be very, very, very profound. And Spirit is the sunshine creator. So the creator of the sunshine. I'm being told he's scrying 10 by 10 with an arrow pointing back this way. Pathway, journey, and
Dream.
Journey in dreams.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody's probably getting some dreams about this. Whoever this Emperor is, it seems like they might be trying to, like that 10 by 10 arrow. They're probably trying to spin a wheel, or they think they're going to spin a wheel. Four of Wands here, so under Two of Swords, so somebody is celebrating something. The Empress is celebrated. I think I know why you got that message. They're trying to put a Six of Cups in the reverse, and they're being told that the Empress is a celebrated person. Do you guys typically with your chieftains or your tribe he's juggling. We've got an Emperor juggling an Empress. Oh my gosh. An Empress who is a very highly, highly intuitive, but you're intuitive too. So I don't know why an Emperor would be juggling an Empress. That's weird. And that's what's pulling their family. Yes, he's going for, okay. Bear in mind that in traditional tarot, and I don't know if this is true for the beautiful woman that wrote these original downline cards, somebody is still running against the wind. You've got an Emperor that's turned a Six of Cups soulmate. Yeah. And guess what? she's blocking, as an Empress would do, she's blocking this. She's telling whoever this is, no way, Jose. I mean, that may not mean anything to, you know, any of you out there, but we've got an Empress blocking an Emperor from turning that Ten of Cups upside down in order to go after something new. Now, we all know that there's free will, but what Cheeky Guy on the other side is landing on here is that this Empress is highly revered, highly celebrated within this person's community. The Emperor, I'm being told to say, knows this about the Empress. And so whatever it is you're juggling with, and they're trying to do it kind of like from a young person's perspective, but I'm taking it that this is an older person that we're talking to. You know, wants to be chivalrous with other people, that sort of thing. The Empress is blocking that. She's basically, you know what is, what's the monopoly? Do not pass go, do not collect 200, do not, you know, go directly to jail. The Empress is blocking whatever this Emperor is trying to do here. That tells me we've got two intuitives, which I would imagine tribal folk are pretty intuitive, right? Because y'all are pretty, yeah. So you've got two intuitives, an Emperor and an Empress, who are in a long-standing relationship. And we've got the Emperor, whoever that may be in this scenario, trying to, has basically what you're doing is you've turned your own Ten of Cups upside down, and you've got the Empress trying to block whoever this is from, I'm just going to say the word shenanigans, and I hope that means, you know, the nonsense, the shenanigans, things that they feel are unnecessary to further family happiness, and certainly from blocking them from, I guess, completely destroying the family is what Cheeky Guy is trying to say on the other side here, destroying their own family. So I'm not sure what that may be about, but that's essentially the bear's storyline, okay? I'm going to get the sacred, I'm going to go ahead and pull sacred woundings on whoever this is to help this out. I really kind of want to see, I feel like they could throw for either the Emperor or the Empress,
right?
You know, because the thing about an Empress blocking an Emperor from doing a thing, you know, starts to get into that, are we meddling around with free will kind of thing?
Right.
Okay. They threw 3, and I'm going to take all 3 of these because they make sense, and they're in the upright. This is a family. This is a family dynamic that's going into reverse here.
Right.
First of all, you're needing to heal father wounds, okay? These show up as feelings of inadequacy, fear of failure, or a constant need for validation and approval. It may manifest as struggles with self-confidence, difficulties with authority figures, or deep inner conflict about your worth and ability to succeed. It can leave you measuring your success through others' approvals instead of your own sense of capabilities.
Wow.
I wonder if this is why I'm being told to so strongly iterate the fact that the Empress is so highly revered. Maybe whatever this Emperor is doing in upside downing his family, or attempting to do that, like he's thinking about that, he or she. And again, the Emperor can be male, the Emperor can be a male or a female. The Empress could be also a male or a female. So you reverse that story as you see fit, whatever makes sense here, okay? Needing to heal a worthiness wound. Okay, this is the second one that got tossed for you guys, and this one was in the uprights, telling us what needs to be worked on here. Will show up as feelings of inadequacy, unworthiness, or not being good enough, often leading to self-judgment or a constant need for external validation. Usually when we see people doing a lot of the juggling stuff, it's because they're trying to get other people's approval, or they need somehow for other people to say, yes, I'm doing a great job, or, or if we've got somebody trying to turn a Six of Cups Empress, that is their equivalent in the upside down soulmate, and go for something different and new. Oftentimes they do that because of this type of a wound, a worthiness wound. Whether they're admitting it or understanding it for themselves or not, they seek external validation, and they start juggling things they shouldn't be juggling with. Okay, it may manifest. Yeah, exactly. Okay. That's self. Yeah. It may manifest as difficulty accepting love or praise. And here we've got an emperor, whoever that is, turning up literally their own Six of Cups Empress, like a very strongly divine one-on-one here. And I hope I don't sound judgy. I mean, we know it happens. So, okay, it may manifest as difficulty accepting love, praise, fear of failure, or sabotaging success, rooted in a deep-seated belief that you are not deserving of happiness, love, or abundance. So that's when we typically see juggling happening back and forth, is when somebody hasn't fixed that. Now, we also have needing to heal a neglect wound. Will show up as feelings of unworthiness, emotional numbness, or difficulty trusting others. This wound may manifest as chronic self-neglect, an inability to express needs, or a tendency to overgive in relationships, often stemming from experiences of neglect during childhood. It can teach you to minimize yourself. But again, this is another huge wound in which we start seeing I need others to show me that
valued.
Yeah, that I'm valued somehow. And even though you've got somebody right there trying to block your path and tell you that you are valued, that you are loved, you're still juggling with things that you shouldn't be juggling with. So that's really, really interesting. I'm going to go ahead and I'm sorry to hear or see that for anybody out there. And we know that happens often. We do. So I'm going to see if I can get some Moonology to give a little more info and insight. We already had this one earlier for somebody else. Is this an old? Yes, this one's an old. 111 intuition, and then 666 reflect. They were just trying to get me these two. So 111, the number's 111, is intuition, moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love for yourself. Okay? Time to implement long-cherished ideas. You're on the right track toward making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. So right now we've got someone trying to flip their whole entire family in the upside down and leave an Empress. The Empress is blocking. The universe is telling you trust in the process as it's unfolding. So I don't know if the Empress is going to be able to continue blocking, and or if what Spirit might be saying is that this is exactly what's supposed to happen. We know nothing happens by accident. All right, 666 is reflect. Love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, and self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. Okay? So this sounds like, based on whatever this person comes up with, is whether or not this Empress is going to continue being able to block what she sees as like shenanigans, and this person taking a soulmated situation into an upside down kind of a thing. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I almost want to ask how long this Empress is going to be able to block. They don't seem to be opposed to it. Whatever this is. I mean, and I'm not really seeing, I see a Knight of Cups, which is a new cup of love, but what the other side is saying is that it's not necessarily a romantic thing. It's a more like, I don't want to be stagnated anymore, and they're not seeing how to renew or refresh things within whatever their current set of circumstances is. Does that make sense? And so now you've got an Empress going, no, you're not. No, you're not. So blocking however this approach is. So let me go ahead and see if I can get you some moon information here. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm saying, doesn't sound like it's necessarily a romance thing. The other side is saying not yet. That comes when you do awakenings often and you outgrow. All right, this one is what's running through. Full moon in Libra. Seek fairness and deepen your connections through understanding, justice, compromise, connection. That's what's running through your line there. And I will just say, however this plays itself out, because I can't really tell whether or not, and all Cheeky Guy is doing is just kind of saying, you're doing right, that's what I want you to say. It seems like he said he'd be fine with me checking a time frame to see if there's at some point whether or not the blockage that this Empress, who's very revered in their I don't know if it's tribe or I don't know, or just community or what, can continue blocking. But the reminder there is that everything must be balanced however this plays itself out. Yep, Cheeky Guy agrees. Everything must be balanced however that plays itself out. And only the Emperor and the Empress are going to know what that is. What I'm going to ask, oh, good Lord, I couldn't even get to the question. 9 months from now. We've got 9 months from now. If
there's your answer.
Yeah, whatever it is that's playing out that's trying to be blocked will either be unblocked. Yeah. And this Emperor is going, this is what Cheeky Guy is saying, will either be unblocked and the Emperor will move forward. And that Six of Cups will be in reverse. And that'll be it, done. Or they're going to figure out together how to unstagnate whatever it is that they are thinking is stagnated. Right. Between the two of them. So, and again, remember that the Emperor can also be a female just holding on to masculine energy, while the Empress can be a male that's holding on to, so
fertility.
Yep. Maybe somebody is due in 9 months. We don't know. But somebody is actively trying to put a block and a stop on somebody leaving and doing something new, essentially. So.
Hard work.
Yeah. So, and he's just basically saying that that's typical of life, that sometimes people may get into places where they feel stagnation one with the other, but so. All right, baby, do you feel anything on your end?
Yes, I do.
That's all I want to.
Yes, I do.
I'll give him a spirit animal after we do, and then before we roll.
Yes, I do.
This is an interesting one because what Cheeky Guy is saying on the other side is that it's still it's like saying the play is still in motion.
All right.
This has not yet been decided fully.
Oh.
Like there's two very strong, powerful people out there with free will that are both highly intuitive. Sometimes that happens between, the Emperor and the Empress, or the King and the Queen, where, how are we going to fix this? Are we going to fix this? And it's what Cheeky Guy is saying is it's literally one of those scenarios. But he's saying to repeat, Evie, why are you still running against the wind? I don't know what that means. Okay, did you pull it?
Upside down.
You pulled it in the upside down. So this got pulled in the upside down. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Well, we know there's an Emperor and an Empress, but right now, one is trying to put There's 6 of Cups into the upside down, but you both have that within you. You're highly intuitive. Both of you have the ability to access that, to figure out what the next play or plan is going to be. Very mysterious here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull very quick, see what this person's spirit animal might be. They are also Dream Journey. Dreams are the compass of my journey, guiding me towards the future. So I guess the big question is does their dreams continue to include this 6 of Cups Empress who's blocking some kind of shenanigans at the moment, or are they moving towards something else? So, all right, I'm going to roll some dice. This one was a really kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like he's like he's showing me like an open book. Like the pages are still being written in this open book. We may have somebody that's in their 60s, 64, or 60. Well, they hit, or 69. They said when the story comes around to the youngers, they could be 40, or 47, or 67. That's interesting. Meditate. We aren't rolling anything other than either meditate or yoga, hands down. For, I mean, I guess just with your folk, it's all about, you're supposed to go realign your chakras, like, and all of them, and get out there, do your, I know, what do you say, stomping, and stomp dance and things like this. You're supposed to be ceremony. Procrastination. He says that's what the Empress is doing with the block. That's procrastinating.
She put you on block.
She put you on block. And he's also saying, but that's what the Emperor is doing too. Whoever he's talking to as the bear out there, they're still running against the wind, he says. And stop running against the wind, Evie. Whoever that chick is needs to stop running against the wind. All right, Evie. Now, if you pull out EVIE, I'm gonna
E-I-E-I-O.
E-I-E-I-O. For whoever you pulled out an E.
What?
Right off top, E. H, J, and S. She. S, E, H, and J. I don't know. Maybe those mean something to somebody. Definitely that Evie chick. Okay, and then you like music, but the music in the home is kind of, wah-wah right now is what I'm hearing him say. Gen X is flowing somehow through this person. They're either on the late end of X, or they're an older Xer, I think. Okay, it's interesting. And then the owl is in the upside down. This got to be there. Okay. The owl is in the upside down in reverse, and I get told, since this is a reading for the nations, the indigenous populations, to acknowledge that there are just some tribes out there that do not care for the owl. And he's saying, and you can leave it at that because it's not an Aquarius. He told me to skip the Aquarius because he knows I want to say it. He knows I'm like, I want to say it. Okay. All right. Well, we hope that this helps whoever the bears are out there, and that, yeah. All right. Love to you all. Bye.